didn't know that you favored me this way. I didn't know that you favored me this way. I didn't know that you favored me this way, Lord. I didn't know Thank you for loving us. Thank you for saving us. We are thankful, Lord. We are grateful. We didn't know. We didn't know, Lord. We didn't know. didn't know that you favor me this way, Lord. I didn't know that you favor me this way. I didn't know that you favor me this way, Lord. I didn't know that you favor me this way. I didn't know. That you favor me this way. Oh, Lord. I didn't know. That you favor me this way. Lord, I didn't know. I didn't know that you favor me this way. Lord, I didn't know. I didn't know that you favor me this way. Lord, I didn't know. I didn't know that you favor me this way. This way, Lord. I didn't know that you favor me this way. I didn't know. I didn't know that you favor me this way, Lord. I didn't know that you favor me this way. Lord, I didn't know. I didn't know that you favor me this way, Lord. I didn't know that you favor me this way. Lord, I didn't know. I didn't know that you favor me this way. Lord, I didn't
I know some of you in the part of the world is still afternoon, in the morning. We thank God that He's still keeping us alive. We believe that the journey that have started, especially in this period of lockdown, God is giving us strength day after day after day until we come through. Thank you very much again for the viewer who are together in this process. And tonight, like I said to you, I have a message. The first message I'm going to give you tonight is a message to the leader of countries all over the world, especially those countries are locked down. Please assist those foreigners who are living in your countries, especially those are stranded with food. Bless them with a food basket as you do so to your citizen. God will remember your country. Love your neighbor more, that then God can assist you more in your challenges. So this is the message I have for you tonight. We are getting a lot of complaints all over the world, cry all over the world. Yes, you are doing so much for your citizens. But remember, even on the Old Testament, when the people of Israel crossed the river Jordan, when they went to another side of the river, a land of flooding, honey and milk, foreigners was with them in. In fact, God instructed them that they must also take care of those foreigners are in there. So that shows, especially all of us who are foreigners to this world. And remember, you make your life after death as you're still alive. As you assist your neighbor, God will also assist you more in your challenges. That was our message that God laid in my heart to let you know. Because when people are crying, your neighbors, you never know. When your neighbor's house is burning, please assist, because you never know when that situation is going to reach you. No one believes that coronavirus can attend all of us. But now we have seen that many of us will love Chinese. But now it's no longer a Chinese story. It's a story of the whole world. They must understand that when you assist your neighbor when he's in trouble, God also can assist you when you have challenges. There is the real time of show love, especially to those who cannot afford. And we thank God so far, those have done it and those are doing it. And those also are willing to do. I salute you. I believe this time is a time of test. Like I told you before, this coronavirus is not any simple disease. Because until now, educated people, they have no medication to handle it. We have a very amazing disease that even everybody forgetting it. They're forgetting HIV/AIDS. No one talk about it now. It's forgotten completely. Though it's still there, but like it's no longer existing. Everybody talk about coronavirus. Remember, HIV/AIDS also had an impact, but by God's grace, it's being controlled slowly. Even coronavirus is going to be controlled, not by man, by God himself. Only God can assist us in any challenge that we go through. And I believe and I trust is making ways where there's no way, day after day, and is getting shape. The fear that we had, many people now be good to have that confidence that those are going through this particular situation, those God have taken away, that was a sign that they must die in that particular time. They are like a soldier at war. There's some people fall down at war, they become the martyr of that particular war. We have many martyrs in this war of coronavirus. Let God assist them and their soul rest in peace. As us still in that kind of war, let God give us more strength, ability to overcome every challenge that we are facing. Like I said, remember, assist those foreigners are stranded, especially in this particular period. And God also is going to assist you in your challenges. More you love your neighbor, more God remember you. Please. Tonight I have a wonderful message for you. Turn with me, everyone, who are together there in the book of Job chapter 1. Job chapter 1. Job chapter 1. Job chapter 1, I'll start reading verse 9, but I'll remind you to meditate on it. Verse 9 it says, "Does Job fear God for nothing? Are you able to put your name? Are you able to put your name to replace Job, to put Justin, or Comfort, or Joel, or Blessing, or who so? Can you put your name that does Justin fear God for nothing?" Satan replied, "Have you not put a hedge around him and his household and everything he has? You have blessed the work of his hand, so that his flock and herd are spread throughout the land. But now stretch out your hand and strike everything he has. He will surely curse you to your face." The Lord said to Satan, "Very well, then everything he has is in your power, but on the man himself do not lay a finger." Then Satan went out from the presence of the Lord. Let's go to verse 9 again. "That Justin fear God or nothing? Can you place your name from Job to your name? Are you sure? Are you able to do so? Because it's where our major problem is. How many of us will fear God? Only this particular moment of lockdown, that the time people begin to read the Bible, that the time people begin to pray, that the time people to fast, and you are fasting by force because of no money. You are broke. In fact, let me give you the title of this message tonight. Your life depends on God, not on what you have. Your life depends on God, not on what you have. What the meaning? Is where our major challenge is. We cherish what we have. Many of us, we have taken what we have more than your neighbor, more than human being. But here, this kind of message is the devil talking to God, Satan talking to God one-on-one, discussing about your matter. Is Satan can go to God, discuss about your matter, because since you have no edges around you, Satan does not need to ask any permission to touch you, because you have no protection, you have no edges. But this particular situation, this particular moment, Satan have to go to God to ask permission how he can able strike Job. That is say, does Job fear God for nothing? Can you try to put your name? Try to put your name there. Does so fear God for nothing? You can reply, say, if you do not put edges around him and his household and everything he has. What do you mean edges? Protection. The edges around you. The God can put protection, can put edges around you, your household, including what belongs to you. God can do so. They're only able to take anything that belongs to you by God's permission, by God's approval. If God cannot approve, even one single hair in your head cannot be taken away. Though you can understand how a big challenge you and I, the level that we need to reach. This is the level we're talking about. How can you reach this level? God himself discussed about you with Satan. Though it become a discussion that discussing about you. Does Job fear God for nothing? Though Satan tried whatever he could to touch even one hair of Job, but he could not. He couldn't. He is harassing everyone in the land, everyone in the world. Like coronavirus harass everyone in the world. Look, we're living in fear. You cannot greet a person. You cannot talk a person. Even you are afraid even to kiss your own wife. It has gone beyond. It has gone beyond. We never see a challenge like this before in this world. This is our first time. Diseases, there be trouble, there be hurricane, there be challenges, but this particular one is beyond. It's because we are not want to humble before God. It's because we are so proud, arrogant. Pride has entered us because of what we have. Because of what we have. Now everybody, believe me, countries, even America, even all over the world, big countries, they're no longer talking about coronavirus. They're talking about the economy. That shows everything is shaken. Just a man. They're no longer talking about, when we hear them, even when they talk about corona, but they're talking about economy. Economy has struck down. They don't know how they can revive it. So that shows they be relying on what they have. But I told long time ago, if what we have does not have edges, if God never put edges in everything that we have, they are at risk anytime. They can be wiped away. Right now, you see, Corona did not ask money. Corona did not ask economy. But just because of a shaking of coronas, the economy, the whole world has gone down, has shut down. Just for a month. Okay, let this situation take up to 6 months or to a year. How far we are going to go? I don't know if you are asking this question. How far? Just a month, we are crying, all of us. Not going to be, in fact, those being a higher is them crying so much because they used to see big figure every day, but those figures are stopped. Like a source of water is dried up. The source is dry. Is where, if could be wise, from today we must realize that we cannot control this world. Only God can control this world. But because we're still foolish, we're still making all plans that we can. We think we can revive this economy without God assistance. But I told you the secret what God told me. Assist those foreigners who stranded in your country. Assist them just for a food basket. And I believe God, He is going to assist you in these challenges. He can remember your country. Like I told you. Look here. Satan, who all of us are afraid, but it only goes to God because of you. Go and discuss your matter, saying that Job fear God for nothing. He said, it's because I tried what I could do to touch Job. I couldn't. Because now I came to realize that this Job is God, as is under protection of God. That shows if anything that can be taken away from you, God must know. God must approve. Remember the whole story. As Job was there, he did not know what was happening. Discussion, God with Satan. And Satan said, you have protected him so much because he feared you because you blessed him. What the meaning? People thinking that because of material that Job had, that the way was bound before God. But Job was not there for material. Job had his own encounter of God. Was not relying on the material. Because God knew that Job had a genuine relationship with God. That you see, the articles, does comfort. Fear God for nothing. The what meaning? The Satan has tried everything. Satan tried everything to take in one hair. In your head, he's failing. He said there's something wrong somewhere. Let me go and confront God. That was a confrontation. Satan said, you have blessed him so much. Because of blessing that he had from you, he cannot able to do anything wrong before you. But because God knew the relationship that he had with Job and Job had with God, is where our problem is. How much is your relationship with God? Because this relationship is a secret. No one knows it. Your wife does not know, your husband does not know, your children does not know. No one knows your relationship with God because you heart to heart with God. You know, they say the hidden heart is only God can reveal it to people. That you see, God knew that Job was not does not fear him because of what has given blessed him. He feared him because he humbled himself before God. He put God number one in his life, nothing else. Is where many of us this world don't understand. Remember in 2015 July, I told you God has closed a small door and a big door is open. And God can do so. People think when we are locked down, we are finished. We are not. The devil tried that he can be able to finish us as children of God. Never. We cannot finish. He can take whatever is taking. He can plan whatever is planning. By the end of the day, our God is going to see us through in this particular moment. As long as we remain humble before God. Not what we have is where our problem. Like the message of today, your life depends on God, not on what you have. In fact, you are so proud for nothing. It's a useless pride. Because when you come to this world, you come naked. You had nothing. Who came with something in this world? Let him raise his hand right now. Let him confront me. Who came with something in this world? All of us from our mother's womb, naked. And remember, even when you are living, I was laughing when I saw a Nigerian man put himself in a jeep that they bury him. And recently it happened here in South Africa. They put the chief in a Mercedes Benz that they bury him. Is vanity of vanity. You come here naked and you go back naked. Whatever we have is only what is going to help us in this journey that we have gone through. There's no way you can boast in this particular moment because your key is in God's hand. That you see, if your key is in God's hand, the devil, Satan, will never have power to touch what you have. But remember, Satan also can ask a permission that can try to touch you, to test you. We are in a time of tests, a time of trial. All of us are going through. Fellow pastors, we have no gathering, no offering, no tithe, nothing. But if true God called you out to his word, he is going to make sure this time you are not going to die until himself is going to see you through, and life is going to back normal even than before. This is the story of Job here. Job, his heart was intact with God's relationship. But I want to really shock you as we read verse 1, chapter 1, verse 9 to 12. Here I'm only talking about Job. I don't want to take all your time because these days, all this message I'm bringing you is reflection messages. Is where you want to measure yourself. How deep are you with God? Because most of us, because things when are going smooth, we're only going to God, dancing, jumping, whatever, because everything is in place. But right now, when everything is locked down, this is the time we are going to see who is for God, who is not. The cry is not started. I told you, just the beginning of trouble. But those who trust in God, those who believe in God, believe me, brother and sister, that will never be longer to put to shame. This is a time God is going to show himself mighty in our life. Like I said to you, God, he gave a permission. He said, everything that he has, you Satan, is in your power. Take everything. But, but on the man himself, do not lay a finger. What the meaning? You cannot touch the heart of Job. Is God can protect your heart. Because your heart, that is your life. That is you. Is your life is in God's hand. Is where you and I, we must figure out this particular moment. Thank God you have time. You are no longer busy. You have time to meditate. You have time to read the Bible. But don't make it only for this period. Because when you're in trouble, you call God, 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 God. When things go to normal, you forget. But make sure, after coming out of this trouble, you remain intact. You humble yourself before God. Look now, the whole world, educated people has failed. Rich people has failed. All grammar people has failed. God has confused, have taken the life of everyone by his hand. This is called a timing. Everybody shaking. Everybody shaking. Everybody shaking. So this is the way Job was tested. And you say, God give a permission. I said, God, take everything. Take evidence, track everything from him. You can take. Because I know my servant Job does not rely on what he has. He relies on God. He depends on God. His life depends on God. Does not care if they strip him naked, everything that he has, he does not care. As long as his life, as long as his heart, as long as his soul is not God's hand, he does not care. Turn with me to the book of Job chapter 2. I don't want to take your time. It was a time of reflection. Let's go to Job chapter 2. I know viewer all over the world, you're following me in this particular time. I'm still in the studio of Blessing TV. By God's grace, we are here by God's grace to bring you the message from Blessing TV studio. I believe very soon we are going to bring a lot of discussion. People going to bring people in that can be able to receive many questions as you can. Let's go to the book of Job chapter 2. If you are there, say amen. Job chapter 2, I'll take this verse 9 again. 9 to 10. It reads, his wife said to him, his wife said to Job, are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die. In this particular period, look, many of us will depend on friends, will depend on wife, will depend on husband, will depend on people advisors. But when we come for God, you don't need any advisor. For God is you, between you and God only. Look here, but I'm understanding. The wife did not say anything wrong. What the meaning? On my thing here, the wife saw how the husband was suffering. The level of understanding differ. You and your wife, the level of understanding differ. Maybe your wife have more understanding than you. Maybe your children may have more understanding than you. You never know. But yeah, how Job understands the situation is not the same way the wife was understanding the situation. Like right now, we have a wonderful brother, Brother Miller. Look, you are mourning your mother, but you still say, I will never stop God work. This is the way we get challenged. This is the way we get very strong to God. More you go in trouble, more we can stand to God. And God himself, he will see you through when the situation like this is. You see here, the wife could not understand very well. Me understanding, I take it in the fleshly way. He saw the husband was suffering too much. The trouble was too much. He lost children. He lost everything. He lost even his body was very sick. And the wife saw how the husband was suffering. He said, please, better to curse God and die because I'm suffering too much. But listen to me. Let's go verse 10. What was the answer of Job? Job replied to his wife, you are talking like a foolish woman. Shall we accept good from God, not trouble? In all this, Job did not sin whatever he said. How many of you sinning because complaining, murmuring, doubting? How many of you are in this kind of situation? Like a wife of Job, you are doubting the situation. The situation become unbearable. The situation become, hey, the trouble is too much. Who told you? You are only passing through the valley of shadow of death. This is Psalms 23. It is saying, though you walk through the shadow of valley of death, you shall fear no evil, because it is with you. Though it is the way we must stand firm. This challenge is passing by, but we still have more challenge to come. How are you going to handle it? How are you going to handle it? Are you like the wife of Job, who are already given up? Your confession become negative. Day after day, a small headache, a small coffee, a small sore throat. You say, you see, Corona has come. Who told you? All along we have the sore throat. All along we have flu. All along we have headache. It passes by. And it's going to pass by. Those who be assigned to go in this particular period, they will go. But those God did not assign, they are not going to go, regardless even when you attended this situation. In fact, this period, my observation is no longer on coronavirus. My observation is poverty. Poverty is alarming day after. In fact, for now, not see anything. But even after the corona is wiped away, is where I'm going to see how life is going to be very, very terrible. Very, very difficult. Look at many people who have barrel of oil. The oil is going down day after day. They want to drink it themselves. Because who's going to buy it? No money. Though to let you know, this is the time, if you are not a Christian, if you are a church goer, this is the time you must decide to become a Christian. Let your life depend on God, not on what you have. What you have is useless. Look what happened to Job. He lost everything in one day. Even you can do so. He's losing. They brought money after money. Even some of the money these days people are counting, especially in the country. I never heard this before. I only heard one day when I was in the Bahamas, a demon said to me, Justin, can I give you 3 trillions that can keep quiet, don't deliver people here? Only that I heard. In fact, I never seen 1,000 in my eyes. What can you think about 3 trillion? My aim, as God give me a daily bread, that is enough for me. The rest, I'm only in a journey. You can be in a hotel living 10 years, but one day you are going to leave the hotel. You are not going to take a pillow, you are not going to take a blanket. Everything, you find them in and you leave them in. In the same way you and I, we came naked. And remember, even you are going down, you are going to go naked. But what you are going to carry out, in the same way Job was out, his soul was intact. Even when everything he lost, he still remained intact. You see how God tested his heart. The wife said, why cannot curse God and die? Remember, you are getting all advice all over because of the situation that you are going through. The situation is passing by. Our God is a God of provision. Share the little one you have with your neighbor. I believe and trust God is going to remember you. I thank God for this wonderful message. I know that it's not easy to swallow this kind of message, especially in this particular moment. But we are not going to die through that. We are going to pass through. And our God, He's going to remember us. When the small door is closed, God can still bring a big provision for us. It's a matter of time. Hold on. Continue to fear God like Job. And I believe and I trust you'll be a living testimony in this particular moment. Lord is here to remember us. I want to pray for those who are shaking, those are confused, those are in challenge, those are in despair, even those are infected and those are affected. Those that don't have food to eat at all, I want to pray for them, because the God that I trust and the God that I save is a God of provision. Let us raise our faith. Faith is the solution for all. Only faith can bring you closer to God. Nothing else. If you trust and obey Him, even in a time of this is a time of to show yourself your loyalty to God. This is a time of to humble yourself. Like I told you, your life depends on God, not on what you have. You see what you have every day is finishing because you're only eating, nothing coming in. It's going to finish. Now, if you finish, we are going to get the next provision. You need to depend on it. It's a must before we come too late. We want to pray tonight to those who have received this message. Please share it to your neighbor. Send this message all over the world, especially to the leader of the world. That also they must remember that they're only not alone. They're not only governing the citizen, but also foreigners that are among them. They must remember them. And they give the food basket to their citizens. They must do so also to the foreigners who are living under their roof. Because God, only that way can remember you. We want to pray right now. Those who trust in my God, let them put their hand on God's screen. It's not my screen. As I raise up my hand, Jesus Christ has entered his hand. Does Justin fear God for nothing? Does you fear God for nothing? Is God has put ages for whatever you have? This is the time must inquire God's ages, God's protection for whatever you have. As I raise my hand, raise up your feet and touch the screen. As God of provision, who releasing power, who allowed the small door to be closed and is making his way to open the big door as you trust and believe in him. Let the power that raised Jesus Christ from the dead fall on your sickness, fall on your poverty, fall on your struggling, fall on your trouble, fall on your challenges, fall on your difficulty. Receive that power. Receive that power. Receive that power. I trust and obey. That power has reached you in your house, wherever you're locked down. The Lord that I trust is assisting you right now. In Jesus' name. Please send us your testimonies and your praise report, and don't stop assisting your neighbor. Send us your support, including your prayer requests. Whatever that God lay in your heart, do so. Don't go back. Focus, and you will make it. In Jesus' name. Remain blessed. See you again on Sunday at 12 noon South African time. Good day and good night. Thank you.